Shalom, my friends. As I come to you today for this weekly message, it has been a trying, difficult week. Last week, we saw the number of deaths related to COVID-19 eclipse 100,000. And we also saw the tragic death of George Floyd in Minneapolis and the protests and riots and demonstrations that followed, affecting our cities nationwide, and even affecting very directly some members of our CDT family. It has been a very tough week, a very trying and difficult week, to be sure, and yet we must always stand strong. We must always be hopeful for the future as we Jews look to the future with our words and our tradition that ask for peace, work for peace, and really make sure that we are always agents of peace. In the Torah this week, we read the words that we know as the priestly benediction that say, Yivarechecha Adonai v'yishmerecha. May God bless you and keep you safe. Ya'er Adonai panav elecha v'yichuneka. May the light of God's smiling face shine upon you and be kind and loving to you. Yisa Adonai panav elecha v'yasem lecha shalom. May God always bless you with the most precious of all gifts, the gifts of shalom, of health and happiness, joy, and most importantly, the gift of peace. And as we say amen to these blessings that we find in this week's Torah portion, we as a community commit ourselves to working together to be that light unto the nations, to be the shining examples of what it is to be an open and welcoming community, open and welcoming to one another, each member, whether you are born Jewish or have converted to Judaism, or you are married to someone who is Jewish, whether you are black or white or Asian or Latino, regardless of how old you are, how much money you have, all of these things don't matter because each one of us is a member of a community, is a member of our congregation Dor Tamid family, and is created B'Tselem Elohim, in the divine image. We all come together as a community for safety, for love, for spirituality, for peace. And it is incumbent on all of us to make sure that the doors of our tents are open to one another as we build relationships with one another, as we work to repair the world with one another. As we come together this week, we keep those words in mind. Throughout all of our programs, our events, music with Mike tomorrow night, Torah study on Wednesday, Primetimers coffee and cooking with Molly on Thursday. That hope for peace, that blessing of peace, should be the undercurrent of all we do, all we seek for, and who we are as Jews, as members of our community, and as human beings. May God bless each one of you with the gift of peace this week, this moment, and into the future. Amen.